Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Dean Rod, and in this video we'll talk about law school myths, stereotypes, debunked. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. In this video we'll talk about things that you think what law school is what it is actually not. No, that's wrong. What you think law school is actually not. I just made a grammatical error. Forgive me, guys. Anyway, so if you're entering law school or about to or dreaming of law school, you might hear horror stories. You might hear this and that. Well, I have the 5 common myths or stereotypes that I'm going to debunk or prove to you that it is not true. Okay? All right, here we go. Now, the first myth to debunk is that people go to law school that they want to be lawyers. That's not the case. I would say a tiny 0.1 or 0.5% want to take law or go to law school just to learn about the law and not necessarily take the bar or be a practicing lawyer. They want to expand their knowledge. They want to know how the law works, how the law is made, and how the law is applied. Sometimes you have people in law enforcement take up law subjects just to know how the law works, how to understand the law. Because law school is reading the law and reading the cases and how to apply the cases and the facts together. It's the interpretation and construction of the law and the facts. And sometimes it can help people, especially those who are going to be legislators or people part of the body that makes the laws. And so a working knowledge of how law works, how law is created, how law is applied, that could be a reason why some people go to law school. So not everybody who goes to law school wants to be a lawyer. Then that's the first myth debunked. All right. The second myth, second thought, or the second stereotype about going to law school is that you will have a high-paying job or high salary, or you'll be rich right after law school. Well, that's not really the case. People right out of law school, after passing the bar or whatever requirements they have to remember to be a lawyer, will know that's just like starting a new job all again or all together, or maybe that's their first job. And so right away, not all new lawyers will have high salaries. Yes, there are some incidences where a bright young lawyer that graduates with high honors or number 1 or top 10 in the bar, they're going to be offered a lucrative deal, a lucrative contract or offer to join the big law firms. And then you can have a high salary. But that entails more pressure. So that's like for every college graduation, there's going to be the number 1, the valedictorian. So that's only 1 out of your whole batch. It does happen, but only for the select few. The vast majority of law graduates or those new members of the bar are going to be just like anybody starting out their career from the bottom. Well, let's not say from the bottom, from the beginning, from the start. So it's not a high salary at first. It could be a high salary compared to other professions. Because in some jurisdictions like the US and in the Philippines, a law degree is post-college or postgraduate degree. So in a sense, it might be treated as a master's. So again, some jobs will give you the extra compensation because you have an added degree in your resume. All right, so not all brand new lawyers get high salaries in the beginning. All right. Now, the third myth or the third stereotype that I will debunk is that when you take up either political science or legal management, you have to go to law school. That's not necessarily true. Or in the reverse, if you want to go to law school, you have to take a political science degree or a legal management degree. Well, in my almost 20 years of teaching law and the last about 8 years of being a law school dean, that's not true. I don't think that's the best course. I do have a video on what are the best courses or best pre-law courses for college. Before you want to go to law school, I'll give a link in the description below. But I'll say it right now. Among the best pre-law college courses for the Philippines at the very least, in my opinion, is English literature, maybe philosophy, because law school it's real about reading the law and writing the law. And with English literature, it actually teaches or gives the skill of interpretation of the words and phrases. And it also gives or trains the skill of critical thinking. So again, the myth of that you have to take poli-sci or legal management as pre-law courses, that's not necessarily true. And I gave my answer to that, all right? Now, the fourth myth or the fourth stereotype about law school is that law school is only for the rich. That is absolutely wrong, all right? Yes, sometimes when you go to a top law school like Harvard or in the Philippines, Ateneo, the tuition fees for those regular students, it could be big. As of 2020, well, no, wait a minute. After 5 years ago, when I checked how much a semester in Ateneo, the top law school in the Philippines, yes, the top law school, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was 150,000 a semester, or that's 300,000 for the whole year. And that's pretty steep. But in my school, in the University of Caloocan City, my tuition fee for the first semester is only 15,000. So basically 10% of what the top law school does. But are my graduates 10% of those Ateneo? I don't think so. I still have a good passing rate at the bar. I'm averaging 80% a year. And, I can tell law students how good they will be or how good they are. And, it's the person who wants to be a lawyer. If they have the drive, they have the ambition, doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. And as I said in a couple other videos, law school is a great equalizer. You can have in one class, you have the richest, smartest guy, and you have the poorest, average guy. They're going to be equal in law school. Trust me, talk to any law student. Law school is a great equalizer. Right? The fifth myth or stereotype about law school, that it's all about studying and reading. Well, half-half. Law school is about studying and reading. It's also about recitation. And of course, that's just like any school, whether any postgraduate professional degree, whether it be doctors, you take your master's or doctorate degree, it's just the same. You need to read a lot. You need to write a lot. And yes, that's what it is. But law school is just like any other school. There are extracurricular activities. There are organizations. I know in the Philippines, they have the Law School Olympics, and they do that. And also there's activities you can join. There could be a debate team. There could be a journal organization. It's not just about studying and grinding. So law school is like any other school. It's just harder during actual class hours. All right, I hope I debunked some myths. Now, if you have any other stereotypes or myth about law school that you've heard, please put in the comments and I will explain to you if it's true or not. Hi, please do me a favor and smash that like button. It'll help me a lot and it will trigger the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel. If you don't, my dog will eat this exam booklet and that student has to repeat his final exam again.